Hello guys and welcome back to my Fate Grand Order Ordeal Call 1 Paper Moon gameplay. So let me continue the story. Durga's final ascension has been unlocked. I have seen the message, but I still haven't leveled her up. She's still at level 7. I'll probably do it after today. After today's video, I'll do it. So yeah, let's do it. This is session number 14, and yeah, like we have been Goddess Durga has been revealed to us. She's there, and now I guess we'll have to fight her. I'm assuming, because Rani 12 is the prime AI who is like doing all of this. Like a lot of things got revealed in the previous video, like how Rani 12 was the one who kind of is doing this to create alter egos so that can ultimately help us in the final battle. So yeah, that's kind of interesting because she said that how she separated certain parts of the different characters' lives to make an alter ego or to create an alter ego, and that's how every single character that we have, we will be able to get more alter egos from them. So it's like automatically our power is going to increase. So in that way she was thinking of increasing our power. So that's why this whole system, Grail War, like all those things. So yeah, alright, let's do this. Goddess of Annihilation, how to avoid destruction. Let's go. Right. This is the most effective method I've observed to combat the impending threat. That is not a matter of debate. So, now that you know, would you be so kind as to continue the Holy Grail War? I assure you my role remains nothing more than the overseer. And Durga is only here to assist with system-related matters. She has no bearing on the Holy Grail War per se. No bearing? Then why the hell did she attack Saber? How about Ryder's Master? I think Ryder's Master because he was going close to finding the truth of this world. But then we also know the truth now, so now what? Shouldn't she attack us as well? But I guess if they attack us, she attacks us, like the whole Grail War will end because everyone knows the truth now. As for Saber, I'm assuming because she tried to use her Mystic Eyes towards, okay. Because they interfered with my divine duties, the entire point of this goddess's existence. The Master of Rider threatened to analyze contact and tamper with the system at the root level, which would have interfered with this operation. Right. And Saber clearly acted with intent to harm my master, the system Grail War's overseer. In doing so, both made themselves targets for annihilation. That is why I attacked. So what? You're insisting that you're just the guardian of the Holy Grail War as a whole? That you're just the overseer's means for enforcing her rules? Yeah, I'm not buying that for a second. I bet you're involved in all of this in a way deeper level, Durga. Otherwise, why the hell would you hide yourself pretending to be an AI? Which is true, yeah, like, what was the point of all of this then? If she really is like just an overseer, she could just say that, yeah, I'm the overseer, I'm going to see everything like go smoothly or not. Why hide herself? DX, a name that simultaneously reflected Durga's extra special type D status, and X as in unknown variable, not to mention D indicating Durga. What? An excellent choice for a name. As her master, I couldn't be prouder. Wait, who was the one who gave her the name? It was Ayus, right? Or was it? Wait a minute. But at any rate, yes, you have a point. As you've guessed, Durga is indeed the key to making this Holy Grail War work. Okay. Please let me explain. I would love for you to understand the beauty of this system for yourself. She's actually quite excited. She's like, oh, you know what? You know how, like, when you ask someone to explain something that they're passionate about, and they're like, okay, sit down. Let me tell you in details. Like, oh, this is going to happen. That's how she's acting. The first thing you need to know is that Durga possesses a holo with truly staggering storage capacity. Okay. I believe it's most likely where she kept all the powers she received from various gods so as to use them safely. Yeah, the different weapons that she got when she was going to fight Mahishasura. At any rate, when I used the Holy Grail's power to initially summon 5 servants, I stored them inside Durga's hollow while their spirit origins were still asleep. Oh, wait a minute. Those must be the true bodies of the servants taking part in the AI Holy Grail War. Oh, okay. I then used the rest of the Grail's power to execute the first rotation, thereby producing 5 alter ego servants. Okay, yeah. So as she mentions, she obviously to do the whole thing, the centrifugation thing, you need to summon the servants first and then take out certain aspects. Wait, so the original Bhima was actually summoned here, but then they did this, and part of his life of when he was with King Virata got extracted, and same with Prince of Lanling. He, as a whole, he was here, but then this happened. So what happened to the original servant? Remember those things you have been seeing, the things resembling heroic spirit shadows? They're kind of a byproduct. Oh, okay. They are created during the rotation's impact and lack full personalities of their own. They're essentially alter ego fragments. However, they still retained a bit of the heroic spirit power, so they were tied to the bugs and classified as type of special enemy. At any rate, this is the purpose of the Holy Grail War. It is meant to have servants fight amongst themselves and to collect the energy released during their disappearance into Durga's hollow, which is also connected to the Paper Moon's world as a whole. Collect the energy released during their Okay. The quantity of energy is sufficient to rotate the Paper Moon's world twice. This quantity of energy is sufficient to rotate the Paper Moon's world twice, which is necessary for producing alter egos. This means when the Holy Grail War ends, Durga will possess energy from 4 vanished servants, which she will then use to rotate the world. Okay, I'm getting confused here. What? Okay, that is the purpose of this Grail War. It is meant to have servants fight amongst themselves and to collect the energy released during their disappearance into Durga's hollow, which is also connected to Paper Moon's one. And it's sufficient. This quantity of energy is sufficient to rotate the Paper Moon's world twice, which is necessary for producing alter ego. It was this for energy from 4 vanished servants. Rotate the world. That will in turn generate new alter egos from the 5 servants in her hollow. Oh, I see. Wait. So, okay. Oh, so that means, so the 5 servants are just there in her hollow, like they are going to stay there. These like alter egos that we are seeing here, they are a byproduct of the rotation, and when they die, they're going to get absorbed in the hollow again, which is going to produce energy, which she's going to use again to rotate the world to produce more alter egos. So they're basically using the original servants as like a foundation inside of Durga's hollow, which will continuously feed more alter egos, because obviously that all the servants here have different aspects of their life. We've just seen like one aspect of them, like Bhima in King Virata's place, and Lanling, Prince of Lanling as well. So like this, They have multiple aspects of their life which can be isolated and made into an alter ego. So they're going to continue doing it until and unless they get more out of. Is that what's happening here? Those 5 alter ego servants will be securely contained so that they can fight against the impending destruction. Then the servants generated from the second rotation will be used to fight the next Holy Grail War. Yeah. By rinsing and repeating, this process is theoretically allows me to generate an unlimited amount of alter egos. Yeah, okay, so the original ones are there in Durga's Hollow. While, okay, so that, wait, so she said 5, right? Wait a minute. Okay, so we are excluded from that, I'm assuming, Kama, because we were not supposed to come here. Okay, you know what, let me count. Medusa Saber, then we have Hima as Lancer, the Prince of Lanling as Rider, Assassin I'm excluding for now at least. Then we have Caster, then we have Duryodhana as Berserker. 5. So there you go, these 5. Right. Only in theory, what you have described has no practical applications whatsoever. By way of example, let us say you use this conceptual centrifuge to ham-fistedly create infinite alter egos. Do you truly not believe the original servant soul will eventually be worn down to nothing? We won't know that unless we try. I still need to collect and test more data to find out what sort of effect the alter ego extraction process has on the original. Oh my god, so she doesn't even know if that affects them or not. There's still a lot of this I don't understand. Most of it, if I'm being honest. Well, obviously, she has no clue about. But can you at least confirm one thing for me, Governor? What would happen if we continue to do the Holy Grail War? I mean, what specifically? The winning alter ego servant will be added to the fighting force reserves and set aside. The winning alter ego master will meld with me. Whoa! Okay, that is new. What the hell, man? Like, I understand they're AIs. Like, they're all part of her, I guess, at the end of the day. So, I see. So, this is how she's, like, picking the alter egos that, like, you know, so she's basically the survival of the fittest, and the ones that wins, she's going to keep them aside and be like, oh, this is a winner. We can use this to fight later. In the original world's destruction, that part. After which the next AI Holy Grail War will begin. Yeah, and another new win. Okay. As I said earlier, by repeating this process, I will be able to generate an infinite number of whole alter egos with which to fight the impending threat. So not only is she making these alter egos from the original, but she's making them fight so that one of them will be able to win, and she's like, oh, this one, and picks that one and keeps that aside. Then another, you know, churning will happen. You know, centrifugal, that whole thing, and she's going to have 5 more alter egos who'll fight amongst each other again. One will win, and she'll keep that aside again. And like this, she's not only producing the alter ego and keeping them aside, but they're producing the alter egos, making them fight, seeing which is the ultimate, and keeping that aside and doing it again. What about our wish? Will that be granted? I don't think so. In that sense, I don't know. I don't think so. Ah, yes, I did set that as your motivation, didn't I? Yes, it will. The winner will merge with me. Okay, that is not like right. And as a new version of the next Holy Grail was Overseer, they will be able to manage it however they like. Oh, I see. Oh, so okay, so right. If Ayush wins this, next Holy Grail Wars Overseer will be Ayush. Instead of, so the previous Grail Wars winner was Rani. Okay, interesting. I do wonder if that's the case. I do wonder if since Rani was there in the previous Grail War, this is the second one that's happening. They're saying, right? So the one happened before this, and Rani won that, and that's why Rani is here as a central AI. So I do wonder, in the previous Grail War, System Grail War, was there Rin? And like, it wouldn't surprise me because Sakura's here in this one. Rani was there in the previous one. It wouldn't surprise me if Rin was there as one of the AIs. You know, something like that. The next Holy Grail War. Does that mean there's going to be more war? This isn't going to... Yeah, she said that. It's going to continue. That it's not going to end. Of course not. We require a much larger force to work with if we're going to prevent the world's destruction. At which point will they stop? This is going to keep continuing. But what about the family I wanted? Should you win, you will be free to set as many family parameters in the next Grail War as you like. Oh my god, parameters. That's not what I mean. I want to live a peaceful family life where we don't have to worry about war at all. I think you'll be fine. Once you have gained central governing AI status, preventing the world's destruction and by extension, continuing the Grail Wars will become your first priority. But I'm just going to stop caring about the wish I care so much about? How is that supposed to make me feel better? You need not be concerned. To begin with, you said alter ego, masters too, right? What did you mean by that? The randomizer system used to give you AI's personalities is actually a means of making you into random alter ego. What? Wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. When did she say that? Being alter ego servant, alter ego master will meld with me. Randomizer system used to give you AI's personality. Okay, wait a minute, what? The master problem was another issue I had to resolve in putting together my infinite alter ego production project. There is no sense generating an unlimited number of alter egos if the lone master of Kaldia can't manage them by himself. So I needed a way to come up with masters as well. What kind of master is best suited to managing alter egos? Alter ego master? Yeah? To answer that question, I decided to prepare alter egos for the masters as well. And the most efficient way to accomplish that was to come up with a wide variety of personality patterns. In order to keep them diverse, I chose base personality models from a number of different sources. And then took certain parts of their personality and their life. The Master of Caster's personality was a created type, alter ego invented. I made him from as close as scratch as I could, and I tried to give him a fiercely competitive personality. For his name and appearance, well, I simply chose something I saw in Kaldia's database. He was designed to be a proud and overconfident with his mage-like rationality and practicality, overruling what little empathy he had. I expected his personality to be a significant driving force in keeping the Holy Grail War moving along. I did have to make additional adjustments to him later, but on a whole, he certainly passed. The Master of Rider's personality was an acquisition-focused type, alter ego import. For him, I loaded in elements from a person who was actually involved with the Paper Moon in real life. Wait. Wait, what is she saying? So she's saying these personality are not even their own personality? But what? How the hell does that make any sense? Like, because most of the characters here, like, but the only character I can kind of say, is like, I can talk about properly Sakura, because I do know Sakura in Fate Stay Night. So I can say that Sakura definitely had this type of personality, having. So, okay. So she said she's the one who assigned these personality to them. I loaded in different elements from a person who was actually involved with the Paper Moon in real life and separated them to make an alter ego. He was the most perceptive and flexible of all the masters, though this ultimately led him to breaching a boundary which needed to remain impenetrable, a shame. Given his natural affinity for becoming an alter ego, I would guess he originally had multiple personalities. Oh yeah, like, right. So this is something that was explained to me in one of the comments where, like different, like, there's like 3 personalities, I think, of Lev in one of the novels. And yeah, okay, I do know about it. Okay, let's see about Sakura. The Master of Saber's personality was focused on mimicry, alter ego imitation. That's why. Oh my god. I was literally saying that how is Sakura so similar to the Sakura in Fate Stay Night? If this is like some extra additional personality parameters that Rani put, how was she able to replicate her personality this accurately? It's because she's mimicry. So she mimics Sakura from Fate Stay Night, I'm assuming, from that name. In her case, I started with a given person's physical features and then gave her a simulated personality based on how I imagine such a person would think. Yeah, so it's like mimicry. So that's why her personality is so much like Sakura. Given how few types of humans I've been able to interact with, I didn't have many options at my disposal. It may be obvious, but she was the same girl Durga is using for her avatar. Yeah. That should be a sufficient summary. Okay, so even these personalities are not really their personalities. I guess she kind of took it, took some like tidbits from here and there, and kind of was like, oh, this person would seem this would be better for him. So she gave him that kind of personality. And I would have to say, she did kind of nail all the personalities in a weird way. Like that's how I exactly expect Makiri Zolgan to act like. Exactly that's how I expect that Lev, the one of the personalities of Lev to act like he was acting. Sakura as well. That's how I expect Sakura to act like. The idea is that whichever of these very different master wins the AI Grail War must be the master best suited for managing alter egos and gains a commensurate amount of experience points towards that end. That master then becomes the next Holy Grail War's overseer and repeats the process. One thing I don't understand, after doing all of this, after, for example, like gaining an army of perfected alter egos and one singular master who's like the perfect version of all the masters who can control all of the alter egos, that's what she's saying, right? Then what? These are all happening inside of Paper Moon. How the hell is this going to help us outside? I don't understand that. Maybe she'll explain. Thereby ultimately being upgraded into being even better at managing alter ego. Yes, as for master, she's keeping it singular so that at the end, like by repeated process of like one after the other, successing the other one, she'll get to someone who is like the perfect ultimate version of all. Unlike alter egos, where she's taking each alter ego winner and keeping them aside so that they can make an army of them. The wishes you possess as AI masters are an expression of your nature as alter egos. Yeah, that makes sense. Something of a side effect really, that did not come from your AI personalities at all. Ultimately, each of your wishes is borrowed from another and so is of no real consequence. So the person that they are the basis from, it is their wishes. So technically, they're not the AI's wish, it's their wish they're borrowing. And so since she's saying, and since you guys are AI, ultimately it's not your wish. It's the base model's wish. That's what she's saying, right? Wow, this is kind of interesting because this really reminds me of another gacha game. I cannot really say much because of spoilers, but this has something that is very similar to Heaven Burns Red. A certain aspect of the story, which is heavy spoilers, I cannot really say anything if someone plays the game here and hasn't reached that part. But this is very similar to that. But that's you can't be serious. You mean I've been feeling guilty all this time over nothing? It's like, oh, this is my base model. Wait, so who is her base model? I know every other character's base model. I don't only know her base model. Who is she? That's why I've been so... Alright, that's enough. This is boring, so I'm gonna wrap this up right now. Who freaking cares? Huh? Seriously, I could not possibly care less about what other people want or wish for. The only wishes that matter to me are my own. Oh, and I will not let my wishes be just an afterthought. You know what the biggest problem with everything you just told us is? Is that apparently, even if I win this war, my only reward is getting to be a exactly soldier in someone else's war. And that's no reward at all. If you think I've spent all this time fighting just to be someone else's pawn, you're out of your damn mind. I've been fighting so I can live life on my own terms, with everything I've ever wanted at my fingertips. Everything else can stuff it. Berserker. And that goes for you too. Who cares about all that other stuff? What about my wish? That's the attitude you should have here. And if someone tries to get in your way, you should fight them with everything you've got. So let me ask you this, Master. Do you still have a wish of your own, a desire you want to satisfy, no matter what it takes? Yeah, I do. Then you don't have to worry about a thing, except how you're going to make it happen. So, now that we know fighting this Holy Grail war isn't going to get us what we want, our only choice is to take these people down and take over the system for ourselves. We're going to stop this stupid Holy Grail war and its alter ego nonsense. Once that's done, we just have to take control of these admin privileges thing, and we'll soon be making our wishes come true. That's right, that's the kind of guy you were. A good-for-nothing idiot who only has eyes for his own desires. Then again, maybe sometimes an idiot is exactly what you need to get some things done. You said that winning Master would become the central governing AI. So then what would happen? Oh yeah, very good question. If Fujimaru won. I didn't account for you three in my initial calculations. You were probably just caught in the first rotation as a result of factors I am unaware of. You could say that makes you alter ego irregular. Still, one of the AI Holy Grail War's goal is to perfect a master optimized for fighting alter egos in time of the final showdown. Your presence here is not an impediment to that process. As long as this project produces enough alter egos to win the upcoming battle, I see no need to concern myself with what may happen to the versions of you in the outside world. Wow. So no, there will be no issue with you becoming this world's newest overseer either. So she's like, I couldn't care less. You're just here. If you become the next master, whatever, I don't care. Though I'm sure you will need to undergo a number of special modifications beforehand. On a supplementary note, accident or not, it is a stroke of luck that you showed up here, Master of Chaldea. While it's possible you may not be up to the task based on your battle record to date, it is also very possible that you may come up with the optimal solution. While I will of course remain strictly impartial and will not offer anyone preferential treatment, I consider you the most likely master to win this contest, and will be watching your progress with great interest. Good luck. Gee, thanks. I don't know what we could have ever done without that completely unnecessary extra tidbit. Okay, there's one other thing that I'm not exactly sure about. I can understand all the other alter ego, all the other servants having parts of their lives being highlighted because of the whole alter ego thing. What about Kama though? Kama is not one of the 5 base servants. But why is Kama's personality different here then? Same with Shion. Like, what the hell is happening with these two? I don't understand. Like, the 5 base servants are definitely not, Kama's not in them. So, Anyway, sounds like winning this Holy Grail War won't get us any closer to a way out of here. So then, remind me why we should care about it again? Not only will we be able to return to our original world, will we not be able to return to our original world unless we destroy the system Grail War itself, the Paper Moon will also remain useless and broken. So, it seems to me that we have only one option available to us. The whole plan was messed up from the start. And there's no way we're staying here to fight Holy Grail Wars ad infinitum. Yep. So, you understand, fortunately there is a clear and straightforward means of achieving that goal. Before us stands a being we were just told is directly linked to this Holy Grail War system. So the quickest way to tear it down would be to destroy Rani 12's servant. That is going to be very difficult. That is Durga. Why can't you see that this is the only way to prevent the end of the world? If this fails, the whole world will come to an end. I don't think this is the way. Since you are the only one who has observed this devastation and the way to supposedly stop it, it is no surprise you and you alone understand it. The same kind of thing happened before in the Atlas Institute too. Yeah, we could say the same thing for us as well. We are the ones who are fighting the actual war outside. So how can you say that we cannot do it? Just like how you cannot understand, like, as Xion says, that yeah. But as you have gone on to inflict harm on those around you, is it really so shocking that those same people would try to stop you? Yes, it is. The end is something my calculation, my planet, has shown me beyond any doubt. I am also this world's pneuma. I am its fifth element. You could say nothing would exist here without me. So I truly don't think it would be in your best interests to oppose me, but it seems you have left me with no choice. Durga is the one truly irreparable part of this project. Irreplaceable part. Analyzing combat capabilities. Conclusion: it will be very difficult for them to destroy this goddess. I know, I cannot imagine any path of success for them. But just in case... Oh, she's giving... Oh, are you planning to join us? Well, I'm a master myself. Since Durga's scale is much too great for her to participate in the Holy Grail War herself, it won't generate much energy if she kills you alter ego servants, so I would really rather not do this. But if this is what I must do, then so be it. Fortunately, by my calculations, when this is all over, there should be just enough energy to reset the system Grail War and create new alter egos to fight. Oh, so she's basically saying that... So, okay, interesting. So she not only needs characters fighting, she needs the fight to be as close as possible. If one character is extremely strong and just one-shots the enemy, no energy will be produced. So that's why she's saying, since Durga is so strong, taking you out won't really make any energy, but it will be enough to make another cycle and we can reset it. So, yeah. So now I will, in my capacity as overseer, remove the impediments threatening to derail its execution. Oh yeah, I'd like to see you try, short stuff. Your petty insult has no bearing on these proceedings. It has, however, helped me decide to switch modes. I will show you what I look like in my optimal master form. You shall see that I am not just a Paper Moon central governing AI, but a being determined to fight back against the world's destruction. Yes, I can see it now. The soul's alter egos flitting through the air like dust, and the sky of the underworld reciting the destruction. I am the wings that guide it and the very dust itself. Oh, she was the one who was saying those stuff in that video. Well, I forgot which exact, gameplay video it was. And so I will take a more appropriate name. Whoa! Dust of Osiris? I am the dust of Osiris. I am the one who sees the world's approaching end, and the one who will stop it. What is Osiris's connection to her? I have no idea. Good God. It has probably something to do with Egyptian mythology. I just don't know. I barely know the names, I just know a few of the deities' names, like Ra, Osiris, Isis, like all the different gods and goddesses, like Anubis, Bastet, that's all. And I do know a little bit about what they do, but I know nothing more than that, because I guess you could kind of say Egyptian mythology in FGO is kind of rare, isn't it? We have so much Norse mythology related characters, Hindu mythology, and so many other, like Greek mythology. Egyptian mythology is not really there, right? It is, like we have, what's her name? The Egyptian pharaohs, and we have Nitocris and all that. But gods, is there any god here? In any Egyptian god in FGO? No, right? Or maybe there is. There is Anubis, like I said, Nitocris' current form, which is connected to Anubis. But like how we have like gods like Durga, you know, like Parvati in FGO. Like that, I don't think there is any light, right? Yeah, okay, anyways. Removing all thought acceleration limiters, entering Osiris mode, setting course for the northern sky. You know what, this might actually be an indication that in the future Xion will become a servant that is related to Osiris. Yeah, that is possible. Durga, my servant, as your master I now give my commands. This is a correct and necessary step in averting the apocalypse. Give these people who refuse to see the sense in my answers a swift and painless shutdown. Oh god. New divine duty accepted. Executing. Okay, this is definitely going to be an endurance battle or something like that. Ain't no way we were winning this first time. You know what, I'm just going to take Draco with me because I feel like Draco's like the best bet here. Her defense up really helps in. And I'm going to just switch in a Lancer here. You know what, Elshkigel? Because why not? What is going on? The lag is increasing. Why is it only when I try to select characters that it's so laggy? Is it because I have so many servants? I feel like everyone has. It might be actually. You know what? I need to like clear my thing. I think my storage or whatever. Not storage, like this in-game, like, you know, thing. All right, which Lancer should I choose? You know what? I feel like a Parvati will be a problem. Oh no. Right, you know what? Let's just keep this. Okay, so there you go. We know what's going on at an even like, you know, better way. Now there's only one little secret, like a thing that I'm not understanding, like I said, which I think will be revealed later. Karma and Xion. Why are their personalities different? Unlike, they're not like the others, right? Karma is not one of the base servants in Durga's Hollow. Okay, ain't no way we're winning this.
計算の結果はすでに出ている。観測せよ、翡翠の鳥。
Eve of immune. Okay. What is this? MP strength for yourself at end of the turn. Restore HP.
やるよ。命の準備。欲望の熱は止まらない。剣を見せる。我の力を持つ。白兵戦、行きます。お返しをしなくてもね。運命をかけた戦いであれば仕方ないね、君たちは。劇場の準備は整った。望みを声にせよ。測定せよ。琥珀の鹿。
Yeah, why are characters using their skills before I attack now?
ベイバロンドムスアウレアよ。砕けラウスティアのクラウディアス。我が情熱は豪華のごとく。
Oh wow! Good lord! Okay.
せよ。格の違いを見せて。支障はありません。支障はありません。
MP strength up? Okay. Oh boy, this is getting interesting. Okay, you know what? Before I begin the next arrow, let me talk a little bit. You know, it's very interesting that they made Durga into like a hollow where all the other servants are in. It is very, like, it kind of really resembles as to what Durga is actually supposed to be. and she's supposed to be like, okay, so for this to make sense, I think I need to talk about a few other things. For example, first thing I'm going to say here is that unlike Mahabharata, the stories of goddess Durga and a lot of other goddesses, god and goddesses of Hinduism are quite complicated, and I feel like different people have different understanding of it, and there is a possibility that what I might say might be like some parts of it, I think I've got the basic thing correct, but some parts of it might actually not be as I understand it to be. So it might be wrong here and there. Unlike Mahabharata, which is pretty straightforward, like a lot of other like things in Hinduism, it's just, it has so many different versions and so many different interconnecting things to it that there is a possibility that people might make mistakes while talking about certain stuff. So I'll try my best to say stuff which I think is correct, but I'm just saying this at the very beginning. But yeah, to talk about goddess Durga, I think we have to talk about first and foremost like the 4 different versions, not versions, but 4 different like partitions, not partitions, or like 4 different things in Hinduism. Like there's like 4 main like branches, I guess you could say, and each of the branch like has like a certain god that people kind of focus on. For example, there is like Shaivism, which I think that's how it's pronounced, where they like the most prominent god and people worship is god Shiva, Lord Shiva. And then there is Shaktism, which worships the goddess Durga. If I have to say it in a simple way, goddess Durga is the ultimate being there. It is not goddess Durga, but goddess Durga's original form, which is supposed to be Shakti. Shakti is supposed to be like from where everything is created. It's like a formless like female power, feminine power, and that one of the aspects of Shakti is supposed to be Durga. So that is where like a lot of like goddess Durga stories like come from, where she comes from, and a lot of other things. Goddess Durga has like 9 forms, or I guess you could say Shakti has 9 forms. One of the forms is Durga. So like it's that's why I'm saying it's quite complicated. A few things I myself don't really understand as clearly, but the reason why I'm saying this is like how you see how they made Durga here like a hollow inside where a lot of the base servants are residing. It's kind of similar here, because one of the forms of Shakti, which is the final, the 9th form, is, what was the name? Okay, I'm forgetting the name. Siddhidhati, right? Wait a minute. 9 forms of, I think it's Siddhidhati, the final form. Yeah, Siddhidhati. That is the form where, as far as I can understand, where they explain how at the very beginning of the universe there was nothing, and then there was like Shakti. From Shakti, like a form like kind of created, and like with her smile, the 3 trinity, the 3 gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, or Maheshwar as we call them, they were created. Like that is how like, and they creates a lot of other things. So not goddess Durga, because Durga is actually a part of Shakti. Shakti is supposed to be the thing from where everything created, everything in the universe, and it's going to go back to Shakti. So that is why I'm saying it's very interesting, because they made God Durga here hollow, and inside of her is the different like servants. So it kind of makes like it like that, like where from she everything has been created, and something like that. It's very interesting. I don't know if they kind of deliberately did that because of that, FGO the devs, because of this reason, or if this was just a big coincidence. But whatever it was, it's pretty interesting, because that's really what it reminds me of. But yeah, there's a lot of things about goddess. You think Mahabharata is complicated? Oh my god. This is even crazier. Like like there's so many things. Like not only goddess Durga, like all the other gods and goddesses have so much. It's very interesting. If you are really interested in these type of things, you should check YouTube videos about it, because nowadays it's very easy to get information. So it's absolutely fascinating, like the amount of stuff there is, like, and me being personally someone who really likes goddess Durga from my very childhood, because I'm a Bengali, like the Durga and goddess Durga and Durga Puja is like a huge part of our culture. So I am even more fascinated by stories and legends of goddess Durga, Kali, and a lot of other things. So yeah. Anyway, when more opportunity will arise, I'll talk more about goddess Durga, and when Kali will be revealed here, I'll talk about what goddess Kali is, what version of goddess Durga. Goddess Kali is also one version of Shakti, just like how goddess Durga is one version. So right, okay, let's continue. Right. Oh no! Oh my god. Berserker! Cut that out, you idiot. Why do you sound worried? No one can beat me, but having said that, damn it. What the hell? How are you so strong? Well, I think you should know that answer to that, Kama. You yourself should know it very well. Durga or not, you're still a servant, just like we are. Oh, that's why she's saying. Yeah, that is true. She is not actually supposed to be goddess Durga. She's supposed to be an, like a certain, yeah. There shouldn't be this much of a gap in our abilities. Oh my god. I'm the goddess made to annihilate demon gods. That I would be stronger than the goddess of love should be obvious. Durga was born from the wrath of countless gods, each of whom gave her their powers and weapons. Yeah, okay. The result is a goddess of pure annihilation. And now this is the interesting thing, because like how I said, how everything comes from Shakti and goes back to Shakti. This is also kind of like that. So it's technically wrong to say that the other gods gave her that power. They just returned her power back to her to fight Mahishasura, and something like that. If you consider Shaktism, and that goddess Durga and Shakti is supposed to be the ultimate form, then you could say that they returned the stuff back to her, which was originally hers. I don't know about the other versions, but from Shaktism, this is basically what, because Shakti is from where everything got created, so technically it should be hers to begin with. So yeah, but yeah, it is true. It was the which form was it? Fifth, or was it the sixth? No, sixth form, I think. Wait a minute. Sixth form is supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Katyani. That was the form of goddess of Shakti, which is actually supposed to be goddess Durga. And as per the story goes, Mahishasura was a demon who who did a lot of meditation and prayed to God, Lord Brahma, and asked for a boon where he said, I want to be immortal, and nobody should be able to kill me. At which Lord Brahma said that is impossible, I cannot do that. So then Mahishasura said, okay, no beings from heaven or any mortal, any heavenly beings, nobody should be able to kill me except a woman. Because he kind of looked down on women. He thought that I will be able to be better. No woman can best me in combat. So he was like, except a woman, nobody should be able to beat. At which Brahma was then like, okay, and gave him that boon. And then he went crazy. He started attacking everyone in the mortal realm. Then he went to the heavens, destroyed the heavens, and just completely started taking control of everything. All the devas ran. And they, then because of that, they were like, we have to, stop this. So the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar, they, from their inner self, they gave form to goddess Durga. which is this form, the sixth form, Katyayani. And this is the form which we know as Goddess Durga. And each of the gods gave them one of the weapons. I said gave, but like I said, if we consider that everything came from Shakti, then you could say that they returned it back to her original, power. And each of her hands, she has 10 hands in this form, each of her hands contains a certain weapon from each god. For example, Lord Shiva gave her the trident, the Trishula. Lord Vishnu gave her the Sudarshan Chakra. I think Lord Brahma gave her like a little pot, kind of, which has something I forgot exactly. Vayu, I think, gave her like a bow and arrow or something. Stuff like that. And even the lion that she rides on was given to her by, I think, what was his name? Like, I forgot his name, but the Himalayas, I forgot the name that they went with, but that, so that was given to her by that, I'm forgetting the name. The first form of Goddess Durga, of Shakti, which is Shailaputri, is the daughter of Himalayas. So that Himalaya also gave her the lion that she rides on. So, and that's after that Goddess Durga went on to battle, and because obviously Mahishasura said that no one will be able to defeat me except a woman, by the end of it, Goddess Durga was able to use her trident to pierce Mahishasura, and that is called Mahishasura Mardini, which is her noble phantasm. I like how FGO really does their research. I'm really glad about that. Now, her noble phantasm is called Mahishasura Mardini, right? That is what is called Mahishasura Mardini, felling or slaying of the demon or Asura, which is Mahishasura. So yeah. Okay. A jack of all trades who possesses divine armaments from any occasion, giving her advantage over every class of servant. What's more, each and every one of these armaments boasts power worthy of a god. Yeah, true, exactly. This means Durga is Agni's flame. Oh yeah, Agni also gave her the flame. I forgot about that. Varuna's water. Yeah, Varuna as well. Indra's lightning. Indra also gave her the Vajra. I forgot to mention all of those. There's a lot of weapons. All the weapons are connected to, She's the wrath of Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma alike. Yeah. You may be a divine spirit, but she outclasses you in every measurable way. You never had a chance against her. You think I don't know all of that? Yeah, but Kama was saying, that is what Kama was saying. She was supposed to be a servant. In no way can they bring an actual deity, a divine deity on earth. So, this is supposed to be like a servant version of her, like a pseudo kind of thing. So that's why she's surprised that she can be this strong. My point is that none of what you said explains the sheer size of the gap in strength here. Analysis complete. Now I see what is going on. It comes down to the resources each side is using in the battle. Okay. Those two are cheating. They are not using Raniment at all. Oh. Huh? But then how are they? Magical energy, a temporary resource provided by the Holy Grail. Oh, okay. Pure power in its formless state. I should have known. Durga is neither taking part in the Holy Grail war, nor is she a product of this world. So, she's getting refueled 5 completely different routes. No fair. Whining will not help us. I do not wish to hear more. Fujima's safe return home hinges on this. We cannot give up no matter what. You think I don't know that? I'll back you up with everything I've got. Normally I wouldn't touch such an exhausting job with the 10-foot pole. But for you, Master, I'll do it. Just to be sure, you're ready with a good reward when I'm done. Still, things are looking very bad. Even if I read her next move, she's so strong she can just ignore us. If something does not change soon, we will have no options left to us. If there's one factor that could turn the tables in our favor, it would be... Oh my god. Nima is still not fighting, right? This sucks. I can feel my head pounding. The wishes you possess as AI masters are an expression of your nature as alter egos. Something of a side effect, really. They do not come from your AI personalities at all. Ultimately, each of your wishes is borrowed from another, so is of no real consequence. What was it she said again? our wishes are just borrowed, they're of no real consequence, then in that case, yeah, it's like literally denying Sakura and her, What about that girl who disappeared clinging to her wish? You're saying that was all meaningless? Well, Master, what do you want to do here? I'm here to serve you however I can. You just need to tell me what you want to do. If you just want to go back to our base and have me work on a new dish, I'm happy to get the cutlery back out. I don't know what I want to do. Alright, let me put it in another way then. What are you feeling most intensely right now? Same as always, my guilt. The kind of guilt that just makes me want to punish myself. The kind you only get when you've done something terrible and there's nothing you can do to make things right. I guess that's the alter ego in me talking, huh? No, that's not what I meant either. I'm not talking about your one big wish or anything like that. I'm just asking what you feel right now, in the moment. There's no bigger a deal than asking what you feel like having for lunch. Why do you want to know that? Truth is, it's all you need to figure out what your next choice ought to be. Listen, back in my day, I once killed a man-eating Rakshasa called Hidimba. Oh, yeah, this story. So yeah, Bhima killed Hidimba and there was like... What was her name? Hidim, right? Hidimba's sister? Wait a minute. Oh no, it was Hidimbi. Or what? Hidimbi? No, what? No, wait. No, there's a little bit of... Okay, I was thinking. Oh, wait. Okay, this is a bit confusing then. Hidimbi, also known as Hidimba. But Hidimba was supposed to be Hidimbi's brother, the demon. Right, so yeah, it is correct here. The Rakshasa was Hidimba, but his sister was Hidim, or Hidimbi. And she was tasked by Hidimba to go and scout out, Bhima and the Pandavas when they were in the forest, and when they were in exile. And no, it was during the exile, right? Or was it before that? Oh no, it was not during exile. It was when they ran away from, like the Kauravas tried to burn their place, like a place where they invited them to, and they faked their death, and they like ran away into the forest. Right? Yeah. And then when Hidim, her sister Hidim, came to scout was happening, she saw Bhima and she fell in love with Bhima, and she told Bhima that my brother is going to attack you, you guys run away. But Hidimba then got to know that, got very angry, tried attacking them, attacked Hidimba as well, and Bhima slayed Hidimba. And then Bhima later on got married to Hidim as well. He had a child with Hidim as well. His name was Ghatotkacha, and that was like a half demon, half like celestial type of being, because like Bhima is like Vayu's son and Hidim is supposed to be like a demon. So, and Ghatotkacha has a big role in the Kurukshetra war as well. So he also fought with in our group, like in the Pandava group. He had a younger sister, there you go, he's going to tell the story, who fell in love with me. She was a man-eating Rakshasa too, of course. Obviously, I was going to kill her, but my older brother stopped me. Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't know about this part though. Wait a minute. He said she was so... Oh, okay, yeah. So in love with me that I ought to at least consider keeping her company just in the daytime. Oh yeah, that too. I forgot to mention that. Right. Yeah, like... I think it was... Yeah, I think it was Kunti, right? Was the one who told her that, oh, like, go and spend time with her in the morning, right? Yeah, but come back at night, because they were staying there and Bhima had to like protect them. That's why. Okay, so what's your Okay, so your brother's insane. What happened next? We had a kid together. Seriously? I don't get it either, but you know, back then I just kind of figured, why not? Eventually I felt like loving her back, so I did. That's all there was to it. As long as you're not hurting anyone, there's nothing wrong with just living your life the way you want at that moment, whenever that entails. So at least right now, there's no sense in agonizing over what you want. Forget about the wish you've been carrying around so far. Just tell me what's on your mind right now, in this moment. That still doesn't change anything. I've been told this guilt I'm carrying around isn't really mine, and that doesn't actually matter at all. It still just won't get away. It sucks more than anything. But maybe that's also why. Right now, in this moment, the anger I'm feeling might just be a little stronger. Hey, that's great. Why is that? Because she said something that pissed me off. And what would have to happen to make you feel better? I think I'd probably enjoy seeing them both get blown away. Would that make you smile? Yeah, I think it might. It'd feel good to just be all, yeah, that's right, that's what you get. It'd still be a petty self-centered, meaningless smile though. Now we're cooking, yeah? When I decided to serve you, I put my warrior self aside. I decided that what I wanted more than anything was to see you smile. But if you are saying the only way to get a smile out of you is for me to fight them, if that is the kind of service that will make you the happiest, I'm gladly fight as your servant. Okay, then that's my order. It's a big order, so I'd like to give you a tip, but I don't have anything on me. So instead, I'll give you these command spells. I don't know when I got the second one. Oh yeah, because, but you can have them both. I want you to make those absolute pay for saying Sakura. Her wish and her whole way of living didn't matter. Go freaking get him. You got it. Right. Hima. Yeah. What? Who am I? Who the hell cares? Besides, it's a stupidly simple question. I can answer it just in 2 words. I'm me. Right. Okay, so it's formation restricted, obviously. Wait, who should I select here? Bhima is. Wait a minute. Bhima, what? Is he Buster or is he like what is he? I don't know. He's Buster. Okay, so should I bring in Koyaska with me then? Can I even use my Noble Phantasm? I don't know. Why can I not? What is this? Oh my god, this is going to lag so much. Wait, where is why is this level? Oh no, it should be level, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I need to go down. There she is. Okay, then finally I can switch. Okay, so I think who else should I take with me? I think I should take another few lancers with me, right? Okay, you know what? Let me take Castoria with me. Okay, Castoria. And god damn it, it's taking so damn long to. I don't understand what's going on here. know what? Let's bring Draco. I'm just taking making like a makeshift party. Draco, and I'm just gonna bring a Lancer with me. So. Fair enough, okay. Now let me give them the... Alright, let's go. Ugh.
余分なパラメータの追加不要である。
Okay. Oh my.
よろしくて。
No, I was thinking of.
はい、
Usually I keep my DPS in the middle, so it's just.
NHS サービスです。
God damn it. This is why I absolutely hate changing formation, because my finger just works automatically. It's so annoying. Okay, what does this do? Increase critical attack strength for yourself before dealing quick card damage. Okay, I see. And this is increase buster card effectiveness and critical stars. Guts, increase NP gauge, remove debuff. Let me keep this for now. No, wait. How 7?
完全反応よろしくて。
Okay. Right, here we go. Oh yeah, also I forgot. Bhima, if you can overcharge him, right? Or NP changes. This NP changes, right? Right. Oh my god. Good god. That's crazy. Defense affinity. Change.
演算せよ目のの馬。
You're invincible. Okay. NP strength up. Let's use this now. Wait, that was Raskunda, right? Vasquez elixir, yep.
完全反応よろしくて。
Oh, her defense affinity changed. God damn it. Yeah, we saw that. Wait, one thing. What does it do? Like the whole NP gauge for doing normal buster attack. Okay, and increase NP gauge for yourself doing normal. No, not this. Okay, critical strength for yourself before sustaining damage during quick attack. Right. Okay. Okay, so should I do it like this?
Easy.
Right.
我が地に眠る風神の力よ。今こそぶち目覚めろ。しているのです。素手で楽しもう。支障があります。今日の風は支障があります。
算定せよ。
Oh no, it's something. Oh, okay. Goddamn, Quest got dying. Yeah, what the hell is this? You know what? Let's do this. Okay. damn it! I put the. This is my Koyanskaya. I was supposed to switch it with this one. And I saw that it didn't have a support underneath it. And usually my. Yeah. That was a horrible mistake. God damn it.
ご用件はロササングリス
支障はありません
ばらまきましょう
支障はありません支障はありません
Oh yeah, she's gonna use her NP. God damn it.
上位殲滅行動開始衝動を挙動神事の術層を展開する楚は空を割り地を砕く憤怒の形魔なる者たちよ滅ぶ神執行
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Koyanskaya is dead.
自由に
Hima's almost dead.
殲滅コース発射新幅
Okay. Right, now.
早立ちですねカルメナ愛も悪もすべて飲み込み空へ見るがよい貴様らの繁栄の旗欲望の空を切り裂く流星のきらめきであるテリマロン諸物アウレア
Okay, was it so? Overcharge has increased. His noble phantasm should change, right?
我が地に眠る風神の力よ今こそぶち目覚めろ
Yeah, yeah. Nice. All right.
暇だ
Yeah, Bhima's dying here. Bhima's gonna
生
die
の
here.
殲滅コース発射
Oh, okay. He still survived somehow.
支障はありません
Hmm.
熱を帯びなさいマルミアドワーズ運命をかけた戦いであれば荒ぶる獣の望みを声にせよ
Oh.
七つの竜よ翼となってかけよ抱き溶かし恋焦がれるか
解消値支障はありません
君の帰りに任せよ獣の指揮官よ
支障はありません支障はありません支障はありま
Oh
せん
god. Okay. You know what? I'll end it here now. It's already like 1 hour 13 minutes. So I'm gonna end it here. I only did like 2 sections today. 2 arrows. So yeah. Right. Okay, next, I think sometimes in the next video we'll probably meet Kali. So, you know. Anyways, I'll end it here now, for now. And today was a bit short, not, you know, lengthwise, but the amount of thing I covered. But yeah, okay, you know what, let me check. Okay, here we go. She's a goddess of annihilation born from the wrath of the gods to destroy the demon gods. Durga serves as Shiva's divine consort and is said to be another aspect of Parvati. Yeah. Factor is an alter ego type master virtual persona made from mimicry experimental directive. Yeah, her personality was reverse simulated and constructed from knowing existing traits which come from the girl who serves as a vessel for Durga, which is Sakura. So they are literally saying her thing is mimicry from Sakura. That's why her personality is so much similar to Sakura, which kind of confused me. Because I was like, if this is like some parameters that they set, how were they able to mimic, how were they able to replicate her personality so perfectly? and this is the answer to it. In other words, the girl in this world possibly possesses one aspect of the vessel girl's personality. There you go. Okay, alter ego type import master. A virtual persona made from acquisition experimental directive. His persona is partially split after acquiring the characteristic traits of Lev Laner, a Chaldean mage who once interacted with the Paper Moon. Originally, he is a mage who possesses the future, present, and past personality in the single body. Right. And then we have this. There's an alter ego invented type master, a virtual persona made from created experimental directive. Name and form came from Kaldia's data, fourth singularity, yeah. And he was deployed to be the driving force for the Holy Grail War due to his belligerent personality. Prime AI of Defend, we have her true identity, which was hidden with Rani 12's privileged concealment program, is Durga, the archer type servant pretending to an AI. While the letter X typically indicates something beyond specifications or unknown, it is unclear whether Durga was aware of the meaning behind the name she gave herself. Oh yeah, she's the one who gave it herself to her. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, and then we have this. She's the master and archer type servant Durga. Additionally, she can take the form of Dust of Osiris, which is capable of preventing the destruction of the world. Dust of Osiris. Rani 12, the central governing AI of the Paper Moon world, took the form of an existence that opposes the destruction of the world she calculated. It can be said she is a true overseer of the system Grail War. This form also means she's taking things much more seriously. Obviously, as she is internally connected to Durga as her master, she's also connected to her hollow Durga possesses. Yeah. And then we have a few new stuff here, I think. There we go. AI Holy Grail War, System Grail War. A ritual system, okay. The master AI who wins the System Grail War becomes the next central governing AI and gains authority to customize the world as they like, which amounts to granting one's wish. It can therefore be said that it is a similar yet different expression of a master and servant's team fighting for their desires. Most significant factor in determining the winner of the System Grail War is how the AIs utilize the resources to supplement the servant's raniment, their power source. The true purpose of this Grail War was to create an alter ego increased Holy Grail War by the AEC method, alter ego centrifuge, which uses the energy released by a servant's soul when they disappear to rotate the world. The intent was to artificially create alter egos from the participation's servant's soul. This was a ritual for a project to endlessly manufacture alter egos. Yeah. Unknown aggressive data. Rani 12's analysis determined these hostiles to be dregs incapable of comprising a whole persona. Line 2. Shards of alter egos combined with bugs generalized by the impact of the world spinning. Okay, I'm going to end it here. So yeah, I talked a lot about a few things, so I guess it's kind of got extended. But yeah, we are fighting, Durga now, and Bhima, who was obviously not doing anything up until now because Serijada didn't really want anything. She had her own guild. In the end, told him to take care of the whole situation, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, today I kind of talked about a lot about Goddess Durga. When Kali will come, will be revealed, I'll talk a little bit about her, because like I said, just like how Parvati, Durga, they are like all like a part of Shakti, Kali is another part of Shakti. So it's very interesting because it is kind of true, because like this is like a whole alter egos related ordeal call. So it makes sense why they decided to make Goddess Durga one of the main parts of it, because in a way you can say these are like, in a very simplistic way, if you like take out everything, all the other complexities and everything, you can kind of call these alter egos of Durga. So yeah, so like she's like the best one to be at the top of everything. Right, and yeah, and there you go. So that's the whole thing. Now the Durga that we're fighting here is obviously, like I said, is the 6th form of Shakti, and she is known as Durga, who killed Mahishasura, and this is the Kali will be like this, I think like the 7th version of the 7th avatar of Durga, which is I think her name is Kalratri, right? Yeah, something like that. I'll need to recheck. That is Kali, and I'll talk about her later. There's another story related to Kali. Like each and every one of these avatars have a certain story related to them, so it's very interesting. Like I talked about Durga's story today, about whole Mahishashura Mardini, all that. There's a story with Kali as well, with Kali and Rakta Beach. So that I'll talk about later. And another thing I want to say here, I don't know if you remember, but the person who probably commented this will probably remember. 2 years earlier, when I reacted to Goddess Durga, I was very excited. Like I did like a little reaction. I talked about Goddess Lakshmi and Saraswati as Goddess Durga's children, and someone in the comment said something like, "Oh, they're not their children." Obviously, Kartikeya and Ganesh are supposed to be her children, and and then the whole Shakti thing came into and I was kind of confused. I was like, wait a minute. From the very young age, I was under the impression that Lakshmi and Saraswati are supposed to be Goddess Durga's children. West Bengal, in India, I got to know this later. Like, we consider Lakshmi and Saraswati as Goddess Durga's children, but that's actually not the case. We consider them as her children is because Durga is supposed to be these three at the same time, so they're part of her. That's why they're considered as children, and they're also worshipped at the same time as we worship Goddess Durga. So only in my place, in my state, which is West Bengal, this is different. So I was under the impression from the very young age that they're her children, but in actuality that's not the case. They're part of Shakti, Lakshmi and Saraswati. That's why we call them her children. And I got to know this later. I was like, wow, I was not aware of this. Outside of Bengal, that's not how. But here in Bengal, we consider them her children. So that's just something I wanted to mention here, because I remember that comment and I was like, up until that point, I had no idea about that myself. But yeah, now I know. They're part of Shakti. So like I said, Goddess Durga is everything. Shakti is from where everything comes and everything goes back to. So Lakshmi, Saraswati and Parvati, these three are three devis. These three are the three feminine forms of that has come from Durga. While similarly, the three Murti, which is Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar, these three are the male counterparts. And in an interesting way, each of these three Murti are the husbands of the three devis. So Brahma's divine consort is Saraswati, Vishnu's divine consort is Lakshmi, and Maheshwar or Shiva, his divine consort is, as we know, Parvati. So that is another connection. So it's very interesting. Like I said, there's a lot of things in Hinduism, which is kind of crazy. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. This was my gameplay for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video on Ordeal called 1 Paper Moon. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.